Paul Douglas Collins, born July 28, 1951, is an American basketball executive, former player, coach and television analyst. He was the first overall pick of the 1973 NBA draft and a four-time NBA All-Star. He has been an NBA coach, coaching the Chicago Bulls, Detroit Pistons, Washington Wizards and Philadelphia 76ers. Collins also served as an analyst for various NBA-related broadcast shows. 1. He is a recipient of the Curt Gowdy Media Award. Collins was born in Christopher, Illinois. 2. He grew up in Benton, Illinois, where his next-door neighbor was future film star John Malkovich. Collins enjoyed a successful high school basketball career at Benton Consolidated High School, under renowned coach Rich Herron, after which he went on to play for Illinois State University in Normal, Illinois, coached from 1970 by Will Robinson, the first black head coach in NCAA Division I basketball. 3. Collins was drafted first overall in the 1973 NBA draft by the Philadelphia 76ers. He played 8 seasons for Philadelphia, and was an All-Star 3 times. In 1976-77, he joined Julius Erving leading the Sixers to the NBA Finals, where they lost to the Portland Trail Blazers. Citation needed. A rash of injuries to his feet and left knee beginning in 1979, would end Collins' career in 1981. In all, he played 415 NBA games, scoring 7,427 points, 17.9 per game. After his retirement, Collins turned to coaching. He joined Bob Weinhauer's staff at the University of Pennsylvania as an assistant coach and later followed Weinhauer to Arizona State for the same job. 5. In May 1986, Collins was named head coach of the Chicago Bulls. 6. The team featured a young Michael Jordan who was entering his third season. Despite having Jordan, the Bulls were coming off a 30-52 season and fired their past 2 coaches after 1 season each. 7. Collins immediately helped the Bulls turn around their fortunes, showing an improvement of 10 games in each of his first 2 seasons, coaching Chicago to a 50-32 record in his second year. In his third year as coach, he brought Chicago to their first Eastern Conference Finals appearance in 15 years. 8. However, they were unable to get past their Central Division rival the Bad Boys Detroit Pistons. Despite the Bulls' success and his popularity in Chicago, Collins was fired in the summer of 1989. 9. Collins was named the head coach of the Detroit Pistons in 1995. His arrival in Detroit was similar to his in Chicago, as the Pistons had a second-year star who drew comparisons to Michael Jordan, Grant Hill. In his first season, he was able to improve the team's previous season's record by 18 games and lead them back to the playoffs, though they would be swept by the Orlando Magic. 10. A fast start in his second season pushed Hill to the top of MVP consideration and Collins was named the Eastern Conference All-Star Team's coach. 11. The highlight of the year for Collins came on April 13, when the Pistons defeated the defending champion Bulls to end Detroit's 19-game losing streak against Chicago. 12. Ironically, Collins ended a Chicago losing streak against the Pistons in the 80s. 13. The Pistons finished 54-28 and lost in the first round of playoffs to the Atlanta Hawks, 3-2 in the best-of-5 series. He served as Pistons head coach until February 2, 1998, when he was fired and replaced by Alvin Gentry. Collins then became a television broadcaster, working for many years at various networks, such as NBC on the NBA on NBC and TNT on the NBA on TNT. He worked as a broadcaster for about 3 years before being hired to coach the Washington Wizards for the start of the 2001-02 NBA season. In Washington, Collins was reunited with Michael Jordan and Charles Oakley. Once again, in his first season with his new team, Collins improved the team's previous season's record by 18 games. 14. Though his .451 winning percentage through 2 seasons was better than the Wizards' .308 record the previous 2 seasons, and subsequent .305 record the following season. 14. Collins was fired at the conclusion of the 2002-03 season.